Please start the recording too. Okay, the volunteer can proceed.
Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to the very first session of NASA India Winter School Program.
Please begin again.
Yeah, I'll just begin again. Good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to the very first session of NASA India Winter School Program. First of all, I'd like to congratulate each and every one of you for being selected in the course Finance and Architecture. I hope you all enjoy and learn a lot from this course. To begin with the session, I would request Devanshi Thakuria, Public Relations, NASA India, to say a few words.
Thank you, Shreya, for having me over. I welcome you all on the behalf of entire NASA India family to the very first session of Finance and Architecture course in NASA India Winter School Program. Thank you all for joining in. We are conducting this course with an intent that you all get exposed to architecture and its allied fields with lot more prosperity. And it's great to have you all here today. Let's make most of this opportunity. Let's make most of this platform that we have today. I'd like to welcome our tutor, Architect Shubham Soni sir. He is the founder of SSA Architects and with an AUM of 50 million. So thank you, sir. We're very happy to have you on board. The platform is all yours. Let's hope students make most of it and this course adds to them a skill, a knowledge that becomes an asset in their lives in future. Over to you, sir. Welcome.
All right. Thank you, Devanshi and Team NASA India for such a beautiful introduction. It is my pleasure to be here. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible to everyone?
Yes. Yes, sir, you are.
All right. What is just happening here? Can you see my screen?
No, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Fine. So what is this? Why it is happening like this?
Just a second.
All right. So, hello everyone, I am Shubham Soni. Well, in today's session, we will discuss about the introduction of this masterclass. So before starting this session, I am going to give you a warning and an invitation. In this masterclass, I am not going to teach you what to do. It is your journey and it is your path. So, but the whole agenda of this masterclass is I will just remind you that what wealthy people are doing in this market. So what are the big players are doing in this market? If you're really interested in learning how wealth works, then only join this masterclass. So while I will, something is happening. Can you please see? Why is it like this?
Sir, can you just stop once? We'll check.
Yes, sure. Can you can you disable the participants from writing on the screen?
Yes, sir, I'll do.
We're a little sorry for the inconvenience caused.
Yes,
Please
sir.
stay tuned with us.
You can continue, sir.
Should I start?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
So let's start again. So there is a kind of a small disclaimer here that in this masterclass, I am not going to teach you about what to do. It is your path and you have to follow this. But in this masterclass, I will just remind you that what wealthy people are doing, that big players are doing in this market. So if you're really interested in learning how wealth works, then this masterclass is meant for you. So while I will do my best to teach you what wealthy people are working, but it is not easy that what they are doing or easy to explain. It requires real financial education. And the problem here is that financial education is not taught in our schools. So because we are going to talk about really important topics that will shatter your educational foundation. So if you are ready to unlearn what you have learned in your college or in your school and relearn the process of the wealth, then this masterclass is meant for you. So mark my words, like after 15 days, you will find a difference in you. So bear with me for 15 days, just 15 hours of your life. And I can bet you that you will feel the change in terms of market investments. So if you are thinking that this course is about architecture, then I am really sorry to shatter your expectation, because your professor will teach you a better architecture than me. I am here to teach you how finance works. So we are talking about a bigger picture. So just keep this in your mind that we are here to learn the bigger perspective of life. So when I started my practice in 2019, I was so lost because no one was there to teach me how things work. The biggest challenge that I faced after my graduation was how I am going to survive in this field. After giving 5 years of dedication in graduation, I don't know the construction cost of a square feet area. So how many of you know the construction cost of a square feet area, or how to charge money from the client? And have you wondered, like, what are the deliverables in terms of architecture to the client? So the biggest challenge I faced was how to manage the finance of the construction sector. So these are the questions that were missing in my journey, and no one was there to teach me this stuff. So I was very frustrated, but I fortunately met so many people in my life that whatever I am or whatever I have learned, it is all because of them. So it is my duty to share all that knowledge with you. So I am not against of architecture. Don't get me wrong here. Architecture is my first love and I cannot survive without it. But my perspective is different towards it. Like in our office, we don't work for client. We are our own client. We have a practice in Jaipur and we have successfully built a base in Jaipur. And I think someone is writing again here. Can you please look into the matter?
Yes, sir. We are looking. You may proceed still.
All right. So in our office, we don't work for client. We have built a kind of a model here that generating a passive income throughout on a monthly cash flow. So you guys tell that you guys can write your native place in the chat box so that I can understand to which cities we are delivering this course. You can just write your native place in the chat box. And also you can write your queries in the chat box. I will try to answer all the questions as much as possible. Just write it down if you have any doubt regarding this course and after this course. So in our office, we manage our own projects and we don't work for anyone in the field. We practice architecture with our own conditions. So we started our practice 3 years back with the concept of how to generate cash flow on a monthly basis. And it is the root of our practice. So now you may ask the question that how it is possible, how you can become your own client, where is the money for the construction, or how to buy the properties, because the construction sector is it takes a lot of money. And these are very genuine questions and this masterclass is all about to answer all these questions. So the best investment that we have found in our journey till now are, the first one is very common that you all have heard about it, the stock market. So the stock market is the most important sector of this world. Whatever is happening on a daily basis, it is all directly related to the stock market, and it is the need of today's world. So what I mean here is you cannot ignore this sector. Be it you may be an architect, you may be a doctor, you may be any professional. You cannot ignore this sector, or else you will be ignored by this financial world. So stock market is very important in terms of market investments. So first we will discuss the stock market, because whatever is happening in this real world has a direct relation with this market. So let's say you may go to market and purchase steel for the construction. So if you purchase any steel, you can name any brand like ACC, Birla, like you can name any JSW, Jindal Steel, whatever. The price of that steel is decided by the stock market. You know, if you purchase a
Sir, I'm
cement
sorry
for
to interrupt, but your screen is not, the slides are not changed.
yes, I know that.
Okay, all right.
I'm talking about stock market right now here. So if you have to purchase like a cement for your construction, the price of that cement is decided by this market. You know, it is the most important sector of this financial world. And I do understand that you all are going to become soon the big architect of this era, but you cannot ignore this financial sector. Now imagine if you understand this sector, this stock market sector, what will be your growth in terms of financial literacy. So try to see the bigger picture here, because that is what I want to see you from this course. This is not a normal thing that we discuss in our day-to-day life. And please don't skip any session. Whatever I am trying to teach you has a direct relation with your architectural professional terms. So if you can resonate this course, then you will feel the difference after the 15 days of session. So after the stock market, the biggest investment that I found was cryptocurrency. You know that crypto has no such history. It started in 2010 after the crash of, like after the real estate crash of 2008. And the concept behind the crypto is that people found that the money is so much influenced by the government. All the power is under high authorities. So crypto become very famous in such a small duration because it does not regulate by any government authority. So this is the power of crypto, that the people are managing this sector. And this sector has so much of debate and misconceptions. But still, if you understand this sector, you will find a massive success. You will become a massively success. You will find a massive success in your life if you understand the market of cryptocurrency. So the next investment strategies that we found in our office, and we are working on it, the real estate sector. And the real estate is the real money. A lot of people are investing their money in real estate. And seriously speaking, it is the best investment of your, like if you do your investment in real estate, it will be your best investment of your life. And I will explain you all these things in the later session. So after this, the crypto, real estate and stock market, the another sector that I feel that it is a kind of investment, your health, because in this fast moving world, your good health is also very important. And after your health, your knowledge is the biggest investment of your life. Without the right knowledge, one cannot achieve massive success in their life. You have to learn that things like how things are working in this world. And once you understand the importance of self-learning, no one can beat you in this world. And there is another investment that is very important, is paying off your bad debt. So we will discuss this particular topic in the later session, that what is a bad debt and a good debt. And another sector of your investment is your side hustle. So I call it another investment sector because like what you are doing right now, you all are professional architect and you all are learning the process of market investments. So this is a kind of a side hustle that you are doing right now. And this is not your mainstream. I do understand that you all are soon going to be an architect, but market investments are not your mainstream. So side hustle is always fruitful. And I believe that one needs to learn apart from their professional field to survive in this world. So these are the 7 investment strategies that we'll discuss in the later session in the whole masterclass. And this is the kind of a mantra of a success. So this masterclass will talk about all these sectors. So bear with me for 15 days. Do not skip a single class. I request you not to skip a single class and don't worry if you don't understand any concept. It is completely okay. We are here to give you the direction for the real world. And it is not easy. It is not at all easy. But I can assure you that if you learn these methods in your life, you will become successful. You need to understand that it is your journey and you have to find your own path. And it is like, I understand that it is impossible to teach you everything in just 15 days, but it is possible to give you the insight for your future world. I wish we could deliver you the same passion that we have for our work. And so today is an introduction session, and we will first discuss the course structure here. So in this masterclass, we will discuss the fast lane of wealth, and you can name any person who has achieved extreme success had followed these steps in their life. There may be a direct or indirect influence of these methods, but they have anyhow followed these steps in their life. So this is the course structure where like the course is divided into 3 major sectors. The first is the why is market an effective system, and what are the steps to successfully enter and exit the market. And the third and the most important thing is how to generate cash flow through real estate. So like what is a cash flow? We will discuss these terms with regarding the stock market and the real estate. And don't limit yourself in terms of architecture only. I agree that we are professionals and we need to learn the basics fundamental of design, but there are some bigger power which are affecting the whole industry. And along with this professional side of the architecture, you also need to understand the business side of this field. So after the real estate and stock market, we will understand the market investments, the power of price action pattern, the market history, the NR7 strategy, the importance of volume in the market, the importance of supply and demand, the chart pattern breakouts. So these terms, you may think that these terms are, what are these terms? Because you haven't read all these things in your educational foundation. That's why that is the problem. It may found difficult for you because we haven't talked about it in our entire education journey. But believe me, these are not that tough. It takes a lot of practice to understand these sectors in the daily life. So now you may ask that we learn all these things in our line. You may say that we are going to become like a professional architect and we don't need to learn all these market investments and how it works. But what I am focusing here is you need to start a parallel education in your life, because the standard education won't teach you how finance work. I hope you understand what I am telling you. So you need to learn the importance of market investment, because all the things, all the news, whatever is happening in this world has a reason. Your daily newspaper decides the mood of the market. And we have a market crash in every 8 to 9 years. And this is a time, this is the golden era of this whole history, because we have recently seen the COVID-19 crash. So this is the golden era. And believe me, like if you invest your money at this time, you will find a massive success in your life. I will explain you all these things with the live example and how the market works. And you know that many people have struggled in the last 2 years because of the pandemic. But fortunately, we have built a massive wealth during this time period. And not only me, all the big players are waiting for this time, because market is the real game and we professional never talk about it. After the market investments, we will learn the importance of real estate. So here are the few key points that how real estate work, the importance of debt, the banking system, the credit score, the bank statement. You know that 90% of the graduates don't know what is a financial statement and what is the importance of bank statement. So we will talk about it in the later session, the land agreements, the construction contracts, and how to build your own rental property without money. So that is the whole vision of this masterclass, that how without money, how you can generate your wealth. What is the cash flow system, the monthly EMI, and very important, as in terms of architecture students, how to do architecture planning for the rental properties. So this course is about the introduction of the financial world. You know, a contractor in the field of construction is earning way higher than a professional architect. A dhoti kurta guy who doesn't know how to do a signature on a paper is earning way higher than a professional. Why and how? Because he has a better understanding of financial management. And we professional don't work on it. So we think that we are the professional, and why we need to learn all this stuff. We just complain that in India, we don't have that kind of respect. The paycheck is very less. You know, the client doesn't understand the artistic view of an architect. We just complain all about these things. And the big players are playing their game. And we just complain about it. So I am not against of anyone. I have done all these things in my life too. I have worked free for the clients, worked under so many senior architects, spent days and nights with them to understand how things work in real world. But after a certain time, I realized that big players are doing something else. I always wonder that how big investors are earning money from real estate. You know, a big investor won't tell you how they are managing their finance. He just hire the professional architect, and we become happy that we got the good client, and we never ask our client that, sir or ma'am, how you are managing your finance for this project, because we are just limited to our fees only. So do you know that what is the salary of a junior architect? And many of you have done your internship and will soon do their internship. Do you know what will be your salary for that internship? And you don't have any choice left. You have to accept that paycheck. And that is very less, you know, that is so less that we cannot do anything for it. So I believe that you all have a dream to work with the best architects of this era, with the best MNCs of this world. So my basic question is, what if you understand what these big players are doing in the market? So you make the best portfolio. You know, as an architecture student, you make the best portfolio. You learn the best techniques of the architecture. You have a great software skills. But remember, you have to work with the best so that you gain the professional experience, but not with the aim of earning high paychecks, because paychecks or the salaries are the worst trap you will find in your life. Just learn the experience from the masters of the architecture field, but always build your financial foundation along with your job. And once you get the right knowledge, start your own practice. Generate jobs to others, because you are soon going to be a professional. Build your financial foundation, and learn the importance of financial education in your life, because this is the way you become successful in the field of architecture, or be it any field. This is the way you become successful in your life. So John F. Kennedy once said that, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. This is the whole agenda of this masterclass. You need to build your financial base and understand the importance of financial freedom. Do you know that in America, 56% of people are investors, and they have the biggest market capital, because 56% people are investing in the market. And in India, they are only 4.3%, and somewhere around 4% people are doing investing, only 4%. and we are the largest democratic country. So imagine just what if this 4% become 50%? What will be the future of India? I am a very optimistic guy. This country has so much to deliver for you, and you are at the right era of this whole civilization. Try to build your financial foundation and demand your high fees from this world. But first, become that much sensible towards your work that no one can beat you in this industry. Mark my word, you are the future of this country. So everyone has heard that property is the good investment, but a lot of people don't know why and how. So that is the result. They don't get into it. And in this masterclass, I am going to share with you that why we must take control of our financial future. This is the vision of this course. So for those who don't know me, I am Shubham Soni. I am an architect and a business owner and also a property investor. And I do understand that what are the problems you are soon going to face in the field of architecture. And I don't and I don't started with lots of money. I started with just few penny, and in the next 15 days, I will share my experiences with you, the lesson I learned, the mistakes I made in my initial days. So this course is like a spark for your future journey. I was lucky enough that I found my passion early in my life and dedicated all my time to it. So I remember that I started all these things with an architecture job. I was doing my internship in Malaysia, and I found that money started coming in my pocket at that time. But I realized that the amount of money I am earning is not enough for my survival. I came back to India, and after my graduation, I started my own practice. But with this, when I started my practice, the condition was same. We started working for the client, but there was no such growth. We have to do a lot of hard work to earn the small margin of profit, and things were not working well. But fortunately and simultaneously, I started learning the stock market and the real estate. That was exactly similar to your age. So, or maybe after a few years of your graduation, you will be at that point in your life. So, but my biggest my biggest mistake was that I invested huge capital in the market, and after a few weeks, I lost my major chunk of saving. But after consistent effort and practice, I started earning good from the market investment, and this money is continuously compounding. How many of you understand the important, like what is a compound effect? Like you have read it in the mathematics, but have you seen the practical implementation of what is a compound system?
Yes, sir.
So whatever money we are investing, it is compounding. And even I don't have to look at it on a daily basis. So Warren Buffett said that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And this is very strong statement. And for those who don't know about the Warren Buffett, you should start reading about these people. Like Ratan Tata. Ratan Tata, he is the true gem of this country. But we only talk about, the Ambani, the Adani, or Bill Gates. These are the white culprits of the society. You will understand that why I'm saying this. So anyways, like, that money has a problem. Money has some kind of a problem, that it has a kind of an evil thing. Along with money, you will also get the arrogance, and that is very common, and that is very dangerous. But if you see the Ratan Tata or Warren Buffett, you will understand the importance of humanity. You need to learn from these people because they have achieved what you want to achieve in your life. So the power of compounding I learned from the market investments. And you may have heard the compounding is the eighth wonder of this world. And simultaneously, I started learning how real estate works. So in the last 2 years, I have built 15 rental properties with a very simple concept. I will share my vision with you that how I have generated this property. And by this year, I will double this number. So this is my vision for this 2022 year. And this is the timetable of this masterclass. That the timetable is very flexible, that we will discuss the Today is the introduction session. Then after this, we will understand the importance of asset and liabilities. Then we will understand that how stock market work for the beginners. Then we do understand, like we will try to understand the chart patterns, the entry exit and the risk management. And after that, we will try to understand the real estate for the beginners. And we will try to decode the live deal and how market works in reality. And it is not bookish thing. Whatever we are doing, it is the practical example, and we will share all the things with you. So, and I got a lot of queries regarding how construction work in the market and what is the how to deal with the client. So I particularly added this section for you all, that the construction stages, we will discuss the construction from scratch to the final deal. So, and the time is very flexible, like we will sit at somewhere around 8 p.m. in the evening, and the session will be from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we have a session in the morning on Sunday. So the time is very flexible, and if you find any difficulty, I will share all the recordings with you. And the instructions are very simple, that attend session in sequence. Weekend session will be longer, 2 to 3 hours. And if any change in upcoming session, we will notify you in advance on Telegram. And for any queries or assistance, you can contact these numbers. You can, NASA team will share my number with you. Don't worry. So one thing from my side is I will make sure that this course will going to be the best investment of your time. I will try my level hard to explain the toughest concepts of finance and investments in the most simplest way. So don't worry if you don't understand any concept. I will repeat all the session again, and whatever I am sharing you pre-session or the post-session, please watch them once, because that is very important. Whatever I am sharing you in the group, it has direct relation with this course. So, for the better understanding, watch the videos that I will share with you, and some websites I will share on the Telegram channel. And the market is not that tough. You know that market is not that tough, but the problem is the standard education has not discussed these methods in our day-to-day life. So the problem here is as architect, we also have to understand the business side of it. We only talk about the design, the landscape, the interior design, but we never talk about how things are working in reality. And that is the biggest loophole of this education system. So it will be better if you dedicate all your time for 15 days to this session. And NASA team will share my number with you, and you can message me anytime. I will try to answer all the queries as much as possible. And be patient enough to getting the reply, because our team is working hard to deliver you the best course. So this is it for today's session. It is a kind of a small session of introduction. And I hope you got the idea of what will happen in the upcoming session. So, all right, see you tomorrow. This is it for today's. If you have any queries, you can ask me. Is there anyone, Devanshi?
Yes, sir. Everyone is here. Students, do you have any questions? You can put them up right now.
I hope you got the idea of what we will do in the next 15 days.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I hope you have found this course very interesting and useful for you all, even today and for the years to come too. If you have any question regarding the course or how we'll be proceeding with things, what we'll be teaching you, you can kindly put up your questions
Yes,
now.
Anuj, we will share the recording with you all. Sounds is really interesting. Thank you, Bhavani.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me.
Yes, sure.
If we request some particular topic, can you explain that?
Yes, sure. Regarding what topic?
There is a thing going on right now called NFTs. Like there is so
NFT.
much
Yes,
confusion.
I can.
Yes. So
That
could
is an
you
advanced
include
level
that
of
as
topic.
well?
Are you aware of
Yeah.
it?
Yes, a little bit,
A
not
little
much.
bit. All right. I will. I have wrote down your queries here, and we'll try to cover this in the later session. But first we will
Let's
try to
do what the
complete.
curriculum says first. Let's
Yes,
Yeah,
learn
yeah,
from
sure,
what is
sure.
there, and then definitely if there is time and all of you are very interested, we can take this up.
yes, Manasa, we will share the PPT too with you because it is for you only. And it has nothing like we have whatever we have created, it is all for you. We will share the PPT and the recordings with you. Don't worry, don't worry. Any queries regarding this topic, this course?
Sir,
Yes.
I
actually,
request you all to first say your names and then
Can you
see.
write it in the chat box because it is difficult for me to. My audio is not clear here.
okay, sir.
Can you write it in the chat box? I will call your name and read the query here. So Mihir is asking that what are benefits of Demat account in college days, as it was also mentioned in Google form. So if you find that like Mihir, if you go to your bank will ask a certain kind of a number with you. That is your bank account number. And if you want to enter into the stock market or any investment firm, any investment platform, you need a Demat account. And Demat is controlled by our government. So it is a kind of a small, you may say kind of a license to your investments, and the government will check all your records, your PAN card number, are you a defaulter and everything. And they will give you a kind of a Demat account to you. Through that Demat account, you will invest your money in the market. Because like how you will invest your money in the market without any platform? There is a website named Zerodha or any brokerage firm you can. I will explain you this thing in the later session, but we need Demat account to invest our money in market. No, Demat account is not for crypto. Is there a Demat account in crypto? Yes, crypto also need a kind of account. I will share this in the later session. So particularly, we will talk about share market and real estate. And if we found time after this session, we will also discuss the crypto. And it is impossible to discuss all the things in just 15 days. So we have designed a kind of a course with for the architecture students with the very basic idea so that you can understand the importance of finance and financial world. So role of architecture in NFTs. As I told you that don't limit yourself in terms of, Akash is asking that the role of architecture in NFT. So I told you don't limit yourself in terms of architecture only, because architecture is a very small perspective, and we are talking about a bigger picture. Like I told you that your perspective should be way bigger to understand the finance. It is not finance in architecture, it is finance and architecture. And I am trying to amalgamate both the things here so that you can understand the importance of finance in the real world. So don't restrict yourself in a very narrow perspective. Try to see the bigger picture. Sir, can you give me, Tejasvi is asking that, sir, can you give me a brief on cryptocurrency? Yes, Tejasvi, we will discuss this in the later session. First, we will cover the stock market, then we will cover the real estate. And if we got the time enough, then we will also discuss the crypto market. So who is Z305? I want to know about these terms, the cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. All right, we will discuss this. Suryansh, Yes, Suryansh, will we study how to identify when it is a bubble? Yes, we will discuss this thing, that how economy work, and I will share some my pre-recorded videos with you. You will understand the importance of economy and how bubble is happening in the market, and when is the time that bubble may crash, because no one can predict the market. There are some fundamental methods. If you understand them, then you can guess that what will going to happen in the market. Like right now, the market is very bearish. I will share you one website today. In night, you will surf that website and explore what is happening on that website. It is the NSE, National Stock Exchange. I will share the link with you. You try to explore that website in your before going to sleep. Yes, Kanak, sir, are we going to know about option trading in stock market? Option, again, it is the higher, like it is the advanced course. If you understand the fundamental technique of the stock market, then we will discuss the option trading. Maybe not in this course, because it is a very advanced course. And I think there are so many people who don't understand the stock market. So we will first cover the basic. And if we got the time, then we will discuss the advanced level of the option trading. Money control is also good. Aritra, I didn't get your question here. What is money control is? Can you rewrite the question? Kaustubh, like you are asking me about the virtual world. They are talk about buying and selling of plots even on metaverse. I won't. I am not expertise of that. I'm sorry that I haven't read. I know about it, but I am not at that position that I can share my knowledge for that particular course with you. Again, Anuja is also asking the metaverse. I just wanted to know more about it, as SOE as architect of this era. Again, Anuja, I am not the expertise of metaverse. I have heard the concept, but I haven't invested my money on it because I am not sure about it. Gunpreet, yes, Gunpreet Kaur, the money, Zerodha is not an app for money control. Zerodha is a brokerage firm. If you have a demat account, it allows you to invest your money in the market. So money does not control by Zerodha. Zerodha is like a brokerage firm. Like if you see, you all are seeing my website screen here. If you see here, Zerodha. So Zerodha is this site here. Oh, sorry.
So actually, I was answering when you asked that what is money control. So it's a similar application to that of Zerodha. Like one is Zerodha, another is Grow.
You are confusing
These are
here. Like Zerodha is not a money control site. It is a brokerage firm. Like if you want to invest
Sir,
money in market, like if you see NSE, this is the National Stock Exchange. If you see here, like the guys, just write note it down, this name nseindia.com. Try to see what is happening here, and whoever is doing this doodle here, please don't do this. So National Stock Exchange, if you see that today's market, we will discuss this in the later session, but you just try to explore this website. Whatever is happening here, you just try to understand that what is this website here. I will explain you that how to read all these things like Nifty 50, then the mid cap, the bank, the financial services. I will try to explain all this sector with you. Where is that chat box? All right. So what are the next? So Gauri is asking that in this pandemic time, is this pandemic time good for investment? Yes, obviously. Like a lot of big people are waiting for this time. You know what is the reason of COVID-19? If you find the roots, you will see that the big players are playing the game and they want that market will crash. And this is exactly what happened. So the pandemic time is such a great time to invest your money. And I told you that you are in the golden era of this world. Like, because we have a market crash in every 8 to 10 years. And this is that time where recently we have seen the market crash. And again, the market is again bearish. It is again crashing. So this is the right time to invest. And also it is the right time to learn how market work, because everything is on sale. I told you in my last 2 years, I have built a massive wealth because all the even the real estate sector is on sale. You need to understand this. This is the right time to learn all this stuff and to become financially successful for your future journey. Naman, are you asking that we will provide you the certificate for this course? I am not the right person for this question. You can ask NASA team what is their procedure for it. All the beers are waiting. Aritra, all the beers are waiting. Aha, all right. So Sujal is asking that, sir, as we can you, I cannot write it right here. Can see right now the market is down. Can we accept a uplift? And after how much time? No. No one can predict the time. Sujal, no one can predict the time that when the market will reverse. But there are some fundamental methods and chart pattern understanding. If you understand the market, technical analysis of the market, you can predict the time. But no one can, like, it is not a gambling here. No one can say that it will go up or down. There are some fundamentals. If you follow it, you will become financially successful. Candle graph. All right. This is not a candle graph, 20 BR. All right. So we will try to understand the candlestick chart patterns. Can you tell us your views on credit card? Yes. I use credit card to build my financial statement. I don't use it to buy luxury. There is a difference that what is a bad debt and a good debt. We will discuss this in the later session. So, all right. I think Devanshi, it is enough for today's, and the questions are repeating again and again. All these things we will cover in the later session. Is anyone from NASA team here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can finish the.
All right. So yes. So we can close the session here because the questions are repeating, and we will discuss these questions in the later session.
Yes, sir. Definitely. Devanshi, are you here?
Shreya, the best brokerage firm according to you, where we can blindly trust. There is no kind of a trust here. It is kind like what suits you best. In my case, I use Zerodha because it gives me a small brokerage as well as it is very easy to use. So in my personal case, I am using it for so many years. So Zerodha is good for me. So if you find anything like different from Zerodha, it is up to you that what kind of system they are providing you. So in my case, Zerodha is good. And best application for investing. Like investing, what kind of application you are asking me? I didn't get your point. Sanidhya, can you repeat? Can you just rewrite your question? Parth, you want to learn more about cryptocurrency. I told you that in the first, we will discuss the stock market, then we will discuss the real estate. And if we got the time, then we will discuss the crypto market. But if you understand the stock technical analysis of the stock market, the fundamental basics, then you can also relate it to the crypto market because the chart patterns are similar. The kind of reversal, the kind of, bottom down, the kind of resistance and support, all these things you can see in the crypto market also. So if you understand the basic fundamental of stock chart patterns, then you can also understand the crypto market. Are you aware of Motilal Oswal? Yes, I am aware of it, but what it has relation with this course? All right, guys. All right. Is anything regarding this course particularly?
If there is nothing, then we may close the session. And definitely, yes, sir. All the things that we discussed today for all the new people to the investment world, we'll be teaching them all the terms and all the basics from the scratch. So would be happy to have you all again in the next session tomorrow. We can
All right,
wind up
so-
with your permission, sir.
Yes, yes, sir. See you tomorrow. Till then, hunt ahead. Salute everyone.
All the best. See you all tomorrow. We can stop the live streaming now. Thank you so much, sir, for your time and efforts.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.